Ah, yes. The linguistic clue that might have prevented the entire Theranos debacle. It's the G that didn't go. Hey there, grammar splainies. Now let me start by saying this video does contain a little bit of grammar Naziing and also some Greek, but I want to remind you this channel is for you. In this video, I'm also going to show you how you can become more confident with your language skills and how you can build them more quickly and efficiently. You might even sidestep a financial disaster. So, you know about Theranos, the Silicon Valley startup that went from an $8 billion valuation to a $0 valuation in the space of 1 year because it turns out they didn't have any product. Now, back in the $8 billion phase, the company's founder and seductress Elizabeth Holmes explained the name of the company. It came from therapy and diagnosis. Theranos. Get it? Well, not really, because if she had wanted to take a meaningful chunk out of this word diagnosis, she wouldn't have taken nos. She would have taken gnos, meaning knowledge or to know. She would have called the company Theragnos. She was feted at many posh dinner parties with the likes of Dianne Feinstein and Henry Kissinger and Charles Schultz. And who knows, if a proper literary forensics analyst had been able to attend one of those things and probe her a little bit about that, well, they might have revealed that she's not as smart as she claims to be, or it might have revealed plainly enough to set off somebody's radar her well-known aversion to answering pertinent questions. So Elizabeth, I was wondering about the name. You didn't call it Theragnos.
Theranos is a combination of therapy and diagnosis.
Actually not diag plus gnosis, but diagnosis, meaning to know across. Same gnos as in prognosis, to know before. Ignorant, not knowing. And agnostic, also not knowing. Of course, the I in ignorant is the same as the I in illiterate, meaning not able to read. And the A in agnostic is the same as the A in amoral, meaning having no morals.
Did you sign the NDA before you came to this dinner tonight?
By the way, the difference between ignorant and agnostic is that if you are ignorant about something, well, the knowledge is available, but you simply don't have it. You just haven't gotten around to reading up on it yet. Whereas if you are agnostic about something, you believe that it can't be known.
Theranos is a combination of therapy and diagnosis.
Yes, Elizabeth, I got it the first time.
Phobia about needles is called needle phobia.
Well, Theragnos may have a certain clunkiness to it, but Theranos is not all that slick or intuitive. I heard several reporters mispronounce it as Theranos. So neither the therapy nor the diagnosis were coming through.
When I was a teenager, my uncle was in a car wreck. It fractured his skull, severed his aorta, punctured both his lungs, and broke every bone in his body. I had to say goodbye too soon. With Theranos, you won't have to say goodbye too soon.
Furthermore, Theragnos would actually be more adaptable into other word forms such as Theragnostic or Theragnosis, which would deepen and broaden the company's cultural impact.
Isn't there a trapdoor under her chair that leads to a piranha tank?
But that's all blood under the bridge. What I want you to notice is that you can grab many words and many meanings if you look up just one word and pay attention to the etymology. That's the roots or the history of the word. It may seem like a hassle, but you know, if you've taken the trouble to open up the dictionary or to Google that word up to begin with, then spend a little time on this part of the word. A lot of my native English students want to strengthen their vocabulary, but it's like looking at this gigantic all-white puzzle with 100,000 little pieces in it, and you have to put every single little piece together. Well, when you study words this way, those little pieces just start to form themselves into bigger blocks, and those blocks start taking on colors, and the whole language puzzle becomes so much easier to solve. And learning words this way also helps you to study smarter if you're learning a foreign language. This is pretty much how I teach my class on English medical terminology. Now, all that said, if dictionaries intimidate you and you just want, for God's sakes, for a human being to answer your question, then by all means, ask me in the comments below and I will do my very best to answer because I'm a language geek and I'm here to help.